Okay, alright. I don't mind the. Alright, everybody, welcome back. New home of the podcast, as we've said before, Smokes and Jokes. We've gone and created a full channel, and we are here and we are ready to go. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm ready to have some fun. But we are going to start things off on a sad note today. Unfortunately, last week, in the last week, we have had some musician, wrestler, and actor, some people who have dominated our lives for years pass away. I know for me, the passing of Ozzy was just a. I mean, we all saw it coming, but it actually happening, especially so close to after the farewell concert, it was just something else. And his music transcended time, generations, and just about everything. I mean, we had Terry Bollea, also known as Hulk Hogan, pass away. And we had Malcolm Jamal Warner, better known as Theo Huxtable. All a part of our growing up, our life, everything. So on that note, I'd like to introduce my buddy Clown, my buddy Nibsy, and the good Dr. Smoke. And we can start from there and go on with our thoughts. Clown?
Yeah, just thoughts and prayers go out to each and every one of their families. Obviously, all lost in different ways and that, but Black Sabbath and Ozzy himself as a solo artist all throughout my childhood and growing up. Hulk Hogan, probably one of my first ever memories of WWF, which is what it was back then. And then the Cosby Show. Who didn't watch that growing up? I guess so. It was it wasn't a great week.
Tough week, man. I didn't watch much of the Crosby Show, but I'm a lot younger than Chronic. A couple of years younger than Clown, but the Black Sabbath Ozzy is solo artist. Before you say it, I am a lot younger than you, Chronic, so shut up. I seen that face.
You might look a lot younger than me, but I have the hair of a 20-year-old. And the only way you're getting the hair of a 20-year-old is if you catch a charge.
Nah, I got a hair transplant, bro. But that's besides the point. Black Sabbath, Ozzy, both artists that way, big part. And yeah, my
Black Sabbath, man, that was just a huge part of my growing up. Like, I mean, I'm not that fucking old for getting into them when they first came out or nothing, but I tell you now, like, I can remember the original Reunion album when it came out. It was my must-have Christmas gift for that year.
You're into wrestlers, Hulk Hogan, the first thing I can remember about that with him was...
I'm talking about my own hair, Tina.
Was some of the stuff about in the WCW days, but mainly VHS and actually watching it as well. The Slammer, Andre the Giant, and then a lot of the NWO stuff that he done. As for the Cosby Show, I don't really know much about it, but
because you're so uncultured.
I know, right? I mean, haven't you ever heard of a little thing called a rerun?
It's just, as I say, I don't.
Oh, wait. That's right. You're more of the streaming era. Okay, it should be on retro on Prime.
No, it's just something that well, I don't watch a lot like reality TV and shit like that. I didn't watch a lot of like hingy stuff like that when I was
He
younger.
does not know what the Cosbys were, does he? At all.
It's just a comedy.
It was like a dude. Doug,
Again, it's like I hid my things that I watched back then. At
I bet you watched The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, though.
nah,
No?
I think I watched a cut. I think like I would watch, like see, like with the Fresh Prince. That way, I would watch it if I was scrolling through and there was nothing else on. But other than that, no, I just wouldn't go. Oh fuck, I'm going to just sit and watch Fresh Prince. Yes, it was good, but no. That's pretty much all I've got to say on that kind of on that.
well, I myself, being a child born in '82, was like 5 years old at the height of Hulkamania. My old man being a wrestling fan, you know what I got into. And yeah, man, for years I was a huge Hogan fan. For absolute years. I was a huge Hogan fan. And then, but then I started noticing like the WCW run and shit. The entirety of his WCW run, just the start. Just before, about the NWO, but it was about then I started seeing like the telltale signs of creative control in a contract and in the quality of matches and storylines. Like that Sting storyline at Starrcade should have ended with Hogan dropping the belt and Sting picking it up, but instead it ended with a disqualification, I do believe. Oh no, a double, like two referee. Anyway, it ended in some bullshit, and Hogan kept the belt. It was all because of Hogan's ego and the fact that he didn't want to drop the belt to Sting. But
you've got to think about it. That was like every wrestler back then, that was had you. Shawn Michaels done it.
Yep.
To people.
Yep. I don't agree with it.
Back then that was just the thing. It was the same way that fucking, if you think about it, how Vince took over WCW and like the shit like with all that and shit, like the Monday Night Wars. The Monday Night Wars was just a front
oh man
for a lot of that shit.
The Monday Night Wars themselves was an actual rating war between, Monday Night Raw, and honestly,
the invasion shit, right?
That was bullshit.
That's for another time, right? This isn't the podcast for that. So we're not talking about it. Let's focus on what we are actually here to talk about.
The second you start talking about Hogan, it's easy enough to transition into just about anything else in wrestling.
So Nibsy, how did it make you feel, bro?
I mean, more of Hogan.
No,
more Ozzy than Hogan.
I was gonna say Ozzy. I was devastated. Ozzy, I was devastated.
I mean, well, that's
Hogan. Like... It's for me. It was a big loss, but at the same time, I'm not overly a massive wrestling fan, so
even as a massive wrestling fan, sympathize with the family.
I know he was an icon, but Ozzy was more of a hit.
Well, I mean, okay, this is the way I look at it. Ozzy, 100 years from now, people are probably still going to be dissecting Ozzy and Sabbath songs. Just War Pigs alone. Or The Wizard. Do you know what they're mostly going to be? Do you know what they're mostly going to be talking about with Hogan? An overinflated ego, and
no, that's where a lot of people need to separate. That way, Hulk Hogan as the wrestler and Terry Bollea as the person that he was.
Yep.
But that way, people need to remember that they're two separate people. Hogan is a wrestler, yes.
Yep.
Massive respect.
Yep. Terry
as Terry himself, I don't want to say much on it like that.
I mean, look, the character of Hulk Hogan, great. I mean, it was Vince's ideal wrestler in the 80s, a perfect copy of superstar Billy Graham that could bring audiences, get kids, and everything like that. In the end of the day, Tirbalea rode the wrestling wave to its highs and lows, got everything out of it that he could, made mistakes along the way, and tried his best like any one of us. He made him see he was a champion, and he is a legend. Say what you want about him. He is the Hulkster.
Moving off the card start.
And everybody's gonna do the Hulk voice now.
So, now I get to
Right.
show some energy.
Right, go. Start as our Cloud.
No,
I know where you're going to start.
It's our rant section. So where are we starting? Are we starting with card or shall we start with Dragon Ball? Which one shall we start with?
I mean,
I
can I,
think
can I
we'll
start?
we'll
Can I just
with-
start off with saying one thing? One thing.
What?
Because it would be a rant, but I'm going to say one thing and just leave it at that.
What?
PlayStation sucks. Hey, carry on.
I think we should
Breadbox
start
forever.
with card. I think we should start with card because we can all get involved with that, and then Dragon Ball is pretty. We'll finish it off with Dragon Ball because that's just going to be a rant between me and you. But
I mean, Dragon Ball I've been dabbling in and out of, but I've kind of not been bothered.
So who's got the mainly me, you, and Nibs? Really, it would be that way. Chronic you can input in where he feels with the card game, but
Well, okay, I mean, I'm more of a new user to the TCGP.
We'll start with Chronic in it actually, because he is a new user. We've been playing.
I've
I've
been-
been playing for a couple of months.
I've been playing now for what, month and a half, 2 months most. I think I got the upgraded phone like maybe 2 months ago. I don't even think it was that. And as a new user, there's a few things I like about the game and a few things I don't. I love how you can literally all the cards that you can collect. I love the fun of, I love the fact that the hourglass thing. I'd like for there to be more ways that you could earn hourglasses to open packs. That's one of the things I don't like. I've already gone through every mission in the damn thing.
Is this Chronic now finally realizing the struggles that we've had for fucking many a months?
Well, didn't you say you haven't done all the advanced ones yet? Was that you or
No.
the advanced
that's me.
solos? Ah, well,
Me and Clown have literally done everything.
So
within
have
the
I.
game that we
I-
can possibly do it.
I'm at. I've done every mission, beginner to advanced. I haven't done everything.
Right, you can still level up. Me and Clown can't.
What is the
You
level
can
cap?
still earn Hourglass at 50.
Ah, well, I'm at 32 or
Me, Clown-
33, so
Me and Clown are both at I don't know if Nibsy is, but me and Clown are both at level 50. We cannot earn any more hourglasses from level ups. The only way we can earn hourglasses now is from our fucking login bonus things and that 4 thing a day. That's all we can do until they change, which they are in the process of doing. With the trade thing, that way where we can use the trade tokens to get more hourglasses. Then that's
We have the premium,
Mhm.
and to earn 1 extra hourglass compared to people that aren't paying for premium is a rip-off.
The only thing that makes the premium worth it is the extra pack.
in the sort of the promo
Oh,
cards
and the
and
premium
things.
mission. Yeah, the premium
Yeah.
mission.
I will say though that in regards to the trade system obviously changing, I do like the fact of all your trade tokens that you've currently got, you can transfer into hourglasses or whatever.
Behind us.
But then also, I was going through them and like any cards that are non-tradable, for example, like full arts,
Immersives, gold
immersives,
cards,
and that you can obviously get more tokens by exchanging
Aye.
those.
But if you collect them, if you get them within this new trade system, they are instead of you're getting the card, but they're also rewarding you with hourglasses for collecting them or something like that. I'm sure I heard.
And they're also not stipulating you for having as many anymore. So before you had to have at least 2 of the card. Now that doesn't matter.
No.
But
If you only have one of the cards, you can still trade it.
If you only had one of the cards, you could still.
Yeah, I traded something to one of you guys the other day. I only had one other card.
No, I mean with like the flares and stuff.
Yeah.
There was it used to be that if you had to have at least, I think it was like 3 of the cards.
19.
Otherwise you couldn't do. Yeah. No, like you couldn't flare it if it took you to less than 3.
You can flare it, you can trade it, you can do anything with it. Unless you have 3 of them.
Yeah. But now they're taking that restriction off.
Nice.
Well, they're going to take that restriction off.
Much love.
Good night, Dina. Thank you for dropping by and being part of
But
the
yeah,
podcast.
I mean the only other rant I would say about with Pokemon is like
I gotta catch them all.
I mean, no, yeah, it was that, but I mean, for me also, like, there's one they need to bring back the old promo cards, a way of obtaining them.
I do agree.
New players and stuff.
I do agree with you with that. They need a way for the older, for new players that are just coming in to get the older promos. I also,
I'd be okay with that.
There's so much that they can do with it as well that way, but for me, biggest thing really that way.
More events.
Aye.
Yeah, just more content in general.
The events lasting for fucking hingy that way. Like you could, I don't know how quick you have done a lot of your events that way, but I pretty much finished most of these events within 2 days. If that.
Yeah, about that.
Yep, that's what I've been doing the couple of events that I've had and could do.
And then
the only time you haven't finished an event or bought everything from the event store in less than 2 days are ones that like have got the missions which are like 3 consecutive logins or stuff like that.
Well, I mean, when Clown sent me that trade, that's all I had to do for like almost a day.
Yeah.
But as I'm saying though, that way, most of the times with a lot of these missions that, as we say, we've completed everything. The event lasts 2-3 weeks, and that way we're sitting there like we could be earning more shit for this event. That way, like there could be a lot more missions that they could do with as well. Like, that way, even at that way, like refresh missions, like fucking as you said, instead of that the login mission that way for earning 1 hourglass, get everything that way login countless days. That way, and it gives you. One day it could give you hourglasses, next day it could give you shop tickets, a day it could give you fucking Wonder Pick.
Or Bright Dust or something.
Or chart like Legends for the daily.
Something like that.
Or I mean, like a rare pick, even.
No, so
an extra rare pick, man. I mean,
Legends,
you know.
So Legends do it on a 2-week basis. Throughout the whole 2 weeks, you can earn up to 1,000 crystals, and then on top of that, you earn energy or these other tokens. So in Pokemon terms, every day you don't just get your 4 hourglasses, but on the day of completion over 2 weeks, say you could earn 10 hourglasses, 10 Wonder Pick glasses, 10 shop tokens, etc., etc. But the only thing there isn't enough currencies out there right now in Pokemon TCG to implement something over a 2-week basis, maybe a week.
The other thing they could do is like at the end of like I don't know, like 14-day consecutive login sort of thing, go right is like 3 gold or whatever.
Even at that, I get is 3 gold because there's no way of getting 3 gold, even after leveling up either. Like,
Yeah.
that we've
I don't mean like a substantial amount.
To get 3 gold was level up.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't mean like a substantial amount like that would give us a free temple or whatever, but like just maybe 1 or 2 gold every 2 weeks. So then we save it up to get that free temple.
But every 2 weeks having missions like we did for the summer mission,
Yeah.
where you can earn pretty much 50 hourglasses just
Mm.
from doing a week's worth of missions. Cool. Because that's how long it took you. You had to do the day's login and then to pull around 100 cards. If you're not putting any money, that would take you 8 days.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And then obviously there's the wonder picks on top.
Other than anything like that way anybody had anything to say about the actual pack itself? Like,
Oh no, I love it.
Oh, the Eevee Grow Pack was
Of course,
great.
I haven't been as great in this one as I've been in the previous ones, but I have loved this pack as much as I've loved it.
don't get me wrong.
The artwork was phenomenal. In my opinion, for the
some of the
Oh, dude, the
full-art
Flareon
sets,
X is beautiful.
Some of the like they could have done better with some of the cards. That way, some of the artworks like Umbreons could have been a lot better instead of it being pure dark. That way they could have done a wee bit more. Same with the likes of like Glaceons and Vaporeons. Like they were just kind of plain.
That would be immersive.
The immersive was beautiful. I do agree. The immersive is beautiful.
Did I get that after?
Obviously, again, depending on the deck building that you're doing. And Flareon was just hit or miss. It's great for a one shot, like going for a one shot, but after that you're kind of screwed.
That's why I think they brought out leftovers to help the likes of Flareon, Giratina, Solgaleo.
The ones that hit off out,
But out of the two, Sylveon is definitely the better pull.
Aye. I'd say Sylveon's probably the better one as well, aye.
So did anyone watch the trailer for the new pack?
No, I didn't.
I did.
I did not.
It came out in Asia, so we all went over and watched it on their release because YouTube's an amazing place.
we literally pre-booked the flights and everything.
And what way that what can you bring to a conversation that we were all having when we all did watch it and that like that way we were all trying to guess. And then me and you, Nibs, we went on, we're trying to find it out.
Yeah, we went to look at leaks.
So can I just point out that what you're just about to say, I called it.
The leaks that you
ones that know about what starters were getting EXs and which one wasn't going to get an EX. Just tell him now that Clown called it.
I've not even.
You didn't. I did.
I'm taking full credit.
Potion and for Alligator will get EXs and Meganium.
No, we all did say I think because that was one of the questions that you asked while we were off camera was before, when we all seen it, what one was going to get left out, and we all did say it'll be Meganium.
Oh, but everyone, if you haven't known, spoiler alert, it's Gen 2. Sorry.
Lugia and Ho-Ho. The thing with that as well though is what we were saying is obviously what I was saying about the thing with me and Nibs was that way a lot of the leaks that we read that were coming up saying that way the way that the Lugia and Ho-Ho were going to work it was they needed fire, grass and electric energies, which was completely wrong. The actual energies that they need is Ho-Ho needs 3 colorless energies and Lugia is fire, water and electricity. And they both boost each other.
And Ho-Ho feeds that to Lugia.
Yeah. They've literally created 2 birds which feed each other.
Synergy.
Well, one feeds the other.
I'm quite looking forward to this with the Gen 2 stuff. As well, though it does to me, it's kind of it's like a bit of a short hangy as well. That way, it did leave Meganium and gave it to Typhlosion and Falgator because of, as we did speak about as well through that was the fact that way my reason was thinking that it could have been Typhlosion as well is because of the Hisuian factor. For Typhlosion, that way it's got a variant form, so they haven't added the Hisuian forms into it really yet. So it's
The
it
other
would be
reason why I think that maybe they still went with it being an EX is it will change type when they make Hisuian Typhlosion anyway. So,
I don't know,
but,
hang you.
so after that, we now know there's them 4 are EXs. And as we're well aware, there are 10 EXs in big bases.
You've got Sylveon, no, you've got Espeon and
Espeon and
Umbreon.
Umbreon. Espeon and Umbreon. Umbreon being a free Cyrus. That looks really nice.
The Espeon one we don't know yet. We
Oh,
don't
yeah,
know
we
the
do.
other
Yeah.
Espeon is psychic healing
Yep.
once per turn.
Oh, right.
So
So
it's
it's like,
If
pretty
this
much
opens in
it
your
makes
active slot,
Cristela-
deal 30
it
damage.
makes
Pretty sure it
Cristela
just showed it in the
obviously-
commercial.
so it's like it's pretty much like a different type of.
I watched the
alcohol
commercial,
and
I think.
everything, but it's healing. It's healing instead of gain energy.
It's Cristela EX.
Uh,
Just
sorry, so that's many
that's
many
six.
it's 6. So there's 4 more. I'm going to have
I'd
my
like
guess.
to perhaps Steelix.
Steelix, hanging that way. Then one I'm going to guess is going to be
No, I already know the other 3.
what?
Raikou, Entei, and Suicune.
Ooh,
Three
right.
legendary dog.
Right, true.
That's why I threw out Steelix, because I think Steelix was a big thing for us that actually played Gen 2 brand new. Onyx was a base Pokemon.
But what that way I would have thought.
Onyx is great.
Right, so if that's the thingies that way, right? Entei, Raikou, and Suicune, right, is going to be fire, electric, and water, obviously. So,
Yep.
but again, we've already got a fire and a water,
Yep.
EX. So the reason I'm not thinking the legendary dogs, and I'm thinking more along the lines of a Miltank EX that way, because if you think about it, what was everybody's biggest fucking peeve in Gen 3 when they were playing through the games?
I don't know. I didn't play them.
Whitney's Miltank.
Rollout. Yeah. I just
Yes,
said this.
right. So I'm thinking maybe they'll give a Miltank EX, right? As you said,
What was that? Dolphin.
a Steelix EX I can see happening as well, right? Because it is a Gen 2 thing. But again, one of the ones I was going to say is going to be a grass type, which I would if they're not getting it in Meganium, they'll give it a Heracross.
But it was Ash's Heracross was a freak of nature, bro.
But so is Ash's Pikachu.
No, but no,
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
because
yeah,
that's what
Heracross is actually a decent fucking thingy Pokemon, and it is
Right,
pretty bug. It's just a straight bug type.
yeah.
The only other things I can see them giving EXs is the potential of them in giving an EX to some of the baby Pokemon.
No, so the baby
the baby
Pokemon going to take us on to the thing about baby
Pokemon.
all of them will only have around 30 health, but they are free to retreat and they do not need any energy to do their move.
So
But all of their moves pretty much are boosts for their type. So Pichu boosts electric, Magby boosts fire, and
you'd get a Igglybuff, which will boost Psychic.
Well, I'm looking at 2 of them now. It's the full arts of them. Because the artwork's been Pichu and Togepi.
So
Obviously, Pichu's got 30 health. Doesn't cost an energy to retreat or do its move, but it's just an energy zone for electric. Togepi's got 60 health. It costs 1 energy to retreat it and 1 energy to do its move.
Because Togepi's just getting an upgrade from the cards it's already got, because Togepi is really a baby.
And that's what, I was going to say that people have cleared that out ages ago. Togepi isn't counted as a baby Pokemon.
I mean, it's an egg Pokemon.
I have a question. What the fuck am I supposed to do with that golden egg?
What
golden egg?
I have a golden.
Where the fuck is this come from?
The Pokemon card, the golden egg. You guys don't have that
Fucking
one?
Golden egg.
Have I?
He's talking utter shit. There's no golden egg Pokemon card. Because
Yeah.
Colin, we've been playing it for months,
Like,
and we've no seen. There's been nothing
I
about.
think
it.
if anyone would have had it, it would have been Clown.
Aye, if anybody's
Without
getting
fucking
it,
God
it
balls
would have been
as well.
fucking you.
Why are you saying that for? Leave me out of that. Take them dirty
I can
words
open a
out of
booster
your
pack.
mouth.
Yes, I'll do that in a
Are
second.
you on,
Yep.
are you on about the
What are you on
gold
about? You
fucking
get God pack
Pokeball?
every like fucking 2 packs.
I
by the
might
looks
be.
of
I
it.
don't know. I'm 1 second. Let me.
I do like
Oh, aye.
the fact that again they've split it
On
up
the
into
how
2
you-
separate
I've
packs
only
though.
got
Aye.
5.
On the topic of God packs, I've actually finally pulled my first God pack.
No one cares at this point.
Oh, okay,
Sounds
okay.
overshadowed
It's not
by
an
Array.
egg. It's gold amber. Okay, I thought it was like an egg. It's gold amber. It's gold amber.
That's what
Old-
Aerodactyl. That's what you
old
need to
amber.
evolve into Aerodactyl.
Yeah.
What?
So all fossil Pokemon, you have to have that fossil card to then evolve them into their forms.
You need the old amber in your deck to use Aerodactyl EX or Aerodactyl.
Like
Huh.
you remember how my Aerodactyl came out and fucked you over? That's
Yeah.
what was in my old Ember.
Okay, and
It's
what
the same
about
as you need the
Helix
the
fossil?
Helix or something.
Yeah, I got
that's
that.
Helix
for
fossil.
Kabuto.
It's Omanite.
Omninite.
Oh, was it opening?
And Dome
Oh,
is
Omninite.
Kabuto.
Aye.
Yeah.
And then you've got 2 others. One's Rampardos and the other one.
Sheldon.
There you go.
But the getting back into the 2 thingies that way.
Sorry.
It's only natural that way. The date way when it comes to things like that. That way, if you think about it, like
I'm calling it now though. Day 1, Clown is gonna get a Lugia and a Ho-Ho.
Think it's gonna
What
take this
for?
long? Do you think it's gonna
What
take the
for?
entire day?
is he getting the gold? Is he getting the gold forms or is he getting the immersives?
Knowing him, he'll probably get the fucking shinies. If there are shinies of
Thing
them.
is,
No,
you
there's
lot
not
all
going to be
thought-
shinies in them.
you got all say this every single time. You know the fuckery of it is when it comes to release, I'm the fucker that doesn't get anything. But over the course of the month, yes, I get the rarer cards. Cool. Like now, if it weren't for them 350 bloody things and me being able to get a temple out of that, I still wouldn't have the immersive. I still wouldn't have a version of Primarina, even
I'm
though
just
it
saying.
doesn't count as Primarina. So I still
I'm
haven't.
just saying.
I got the
right,
Primarina
out of
X.
the 4 of us now sitting here and now, the one who's gonna get the 2 legendary birds first is gonna be you. If it's
Okay,
any one of
maybe
the other 3, I'll be
first,
surprised.
I guarantee you, both of you come in here the first day and put Ho-Oh and Lugia as your EXs or whatever they are into the thing. But by the next podcast, yes, I might agree that I will have the rarer versions of them, whether it be they come as rainbow, gold,
Can't see that, Chronic.
etc. Because there's normally only 3. So you'll have the gold versions, yes. Then it would. Are they going to be rainbow like
No.
Solgaleo and Lunala were? Or are they
Yeah,
gonna be
right. Wait, now that we're talking, now we're on this subject. Then, what is it? What do you think? What do we think is going to be the immersives? Is it going to be Logia and Ho-Ho, or is it going to be? Are they going to put something? Are they going to date? What the could it
Oh,
be
I
the 2
think
trainers again?
it's a big set, and I think these will go to the immersives will go to support a card.
I get like that way is the
Which then
big
allows
way.
copies the normal EX, a full art or rainbow EX, and then the gold EX. Because
But
they
we
will
already
only
know
have
Logia.
3 versions, so there won't be an immersive version of it to make 4 versions of the same EX. It's
Well,
just
Do you reckon there'll be a like a gold like with the gold card? Do you reckon there's a possibility that it will be the elemental switch?
no.
Hmm.
I reckon the gold will be them, Ho-Oh and Lugia. I reckon the other one will be the rainbow, and then I reckon they'll have their normal EX 4 diamond versions. That's the 3 that I think.
They'll probably make the immersive one of the trainer supporters, either Lyra or Silver?
Both of them. Both of them. One
you-
option one. So there's two trainer versions of them. I forget what their names are.
You've got Lyra and you've got Silver. Silver's your rival.
Lyra and Silver will become the immersives.
Just like Guzman,
Osiris, was it? No, Lily, yeah.
Wally.
No, it was Guzma and Lily.
See, I'm thinking it possibly could be what hanging Silver, but again, it's too good of an opportunity to do Logia and Ho-Ho that way. Like, if you think about it, because they could do the Logia one where he's coming out to that way up to hang stop the quarrel for the three legendary birds. And then they could do the revival of like Ho-Ho with Entei, Raikou and Suicune in it. So if you think about it,
To be fair, if
There has to
if
be
you
a.
think about it, if you think about it, because they
To be
gave
fair.
Dialga and Palkia the gold cards, gave them the immersives, and then also gave them the normal EXs.
Free. That's my.
Aye.
But that's my point. They will only ever get free.
So I'm saying they got three, the gold immersive, and the normal EX.
So hear me out. Oh no, because there's only 2 packs. Don't worry. Don't hear me out.
hear me now.
Do you hear me now, sir?
No, because then how's that going to work? There's 3 legendary dogs and only 2 packs.
Variations.
Unless all 3 are available in both
In
packs.
both.
Probably that's what it's going to be.
It's not bedtime here.
Yeah, I mean, if they don't give the if they don't give the 2 legendary birds an immersive, they're missing the trick. Especially with the likes of Giratina.
On that part, I think they'll wait for the immersive legendary birds when they give them their Galarian form.
Possibly.
That's probably what they'll do. Aye.
Wouldn't be surprised.
I'm just saying,
Again,
they're missing the
because
trick if they don't.
But that,
Just because of
way,
the likes of Giratina and shit.
But with that, that way, I've got a feeling that with the Galarian stuff, when it comes to that way, it'll be, you'll get Zamazenta, the Zicanian, and then Eternatus.
Yeah, they're gonna have to bring those in if they're bringing in the 3 legendary dogs eventually. They're also gonna have to start leading towards the likes of bringing in Groudon and Koga.
Aye, and because they've already got the Quasar, they need to, they've got the Latiases in it already. No, they've not got the Latiases in it. They need to start looking into that. The black and white stuff, Zekrom, Reshiram, and shit like that. That way, I think there's ways that they can do things, but that way with them doing the likes of Hingy, that way, as we're saying, right, that way, obviously they're doing Logia and Ho-Ho with this pack. Obviously the next, this is me just speculating, this is my aim Hingy, but for what we've seen, the way everything's kind of worked, the way they've kind of done the packs and stuff, I've got a feeling that it will be Lugia and Ho-Ho on this main pack, and then the next pack will be the 3 legendary dogs on it together.
What, as a mini pack?
Is the mini, is the booster pack to this one. Is what they'll do is they'll have the 3 legendary dogs on that, because there's no other, unless they use the mythical of putting Celebi on it. But
they haven't done 3 since the.
I know, but that's what but what I'm saying is, right, so we know we're getting Lugia and Ho-Ho on this one, right? So if they continue that kind of trend, and then with the mini base set, I've got a feeling it's going to be they could possibly do Entei, Raikou and Suicune on that mini base set is the pack for the front of the pack, like they've done with Hingy, but again at that way I'm thinking the only other one that can do for Gen 2 would be putting Celebi on it, but they've already got a Celebi EX in the game, so it would be pretty pointless at that. So I'm trying to think.
What's the where you've always got what is it? Oh, what's it called? This Jirachi,
Jirachi,
the star Pokemon.
Victini. Victini's black and white though, but Jirachi.
But
Possibly.
they classed as rare Pokemon, not legendary?
No, their class is mythical.
Mythical, not legendary.
Yeah. So again, that way they put it's the way it's been looking is they put the mythical Pokemon on the set on the booster
mini
packs.
packs.
So at that way the mythical you've called it would be Jirachi.
So my question is this: if you guys had to open a pack right now, which pack would you open?
Depending on what you're looking for.
I'm looking for
me
everything,
right
pretty
now,
much.
For me right now, I'd be opening Space Time.
I don't know. The Guzzlord art, full art, and Rainbow art was fucking.
I'm only opening Space Time just to get cards in that set because I'm working my way through now. I still haven't completed Mythical or Genetic yet, but I'm only like 10 cards off each.
Just waiting for Primarina, and that's all I'm doing. And lucky, I've managed to pull a Darkrai EX again, so.
And I've got your Primarina.
Yeah, well,
I got the Mew EX full art the other day and the Giratina full art.
yeah, I got Gold Mew.
I'll get Gold Mew as well.
I got Gold Mewtwo, Gold Mew,
Nice.
Gold Charizard, Gold Pokeball, and Gold Eevee bag.
I've got.
And this is why I tell you that you're going to be the first fucker to pull them.
I've got Gold.
I got the Charizard X Immersive.
Mew, and I just pulled in my God pack. I pulled Gold Lunala.
I still haven't got a God pack.
Neither have
I
I.
haven't had one. Not even come close. Yeah, but I've been playing the game longer than you.
Fuck
and I
off.
still haven't got a fucking gold card.
Oh, don't start with that. I've been playing a game.
Right.
I've been playing a game fucking longer than
Look,
boys.
why are you all out here trying to cuss me out? Without mentioning my name, you're all there cussing me.
Hey man.
No, do you know what I reckon is actually happening? It's a conspiracy, right? This fucker here, this clown prince, yeah, he's fucking talking to the devs and going, "All right, like, do you know how I can piss off my mates? Just give me another gold pack, possibly with a gold card. Doesn't have to be a gold card, but just a gold pack in general. It'll piss them royally."
Okay, chat. So this is what this. Let's just, and anyone that's just listening and Chronic, how many God packs have you had? 0. Nipsey, how many God packs have you had? 1.
0.
Okay. 1. Okay.
I don't like the subject.
I don't think they really exist. I mean,
What?
How many God packs have you had? 1 as well. Oh, okay.
No, Nibsy said name.
So, for chat, right? I know this actually.
Wait.
I've had 5 God packs. Since
Wait.
I've had 5.
I only got my God pack.
But when I get a God pack, it's not like, don't listen to these lot, right? Because my God packs don't normally contain the gold card or this or that. My God pack contained 2 full art Sylveons, which, by the way, are just a 1-star. They're tradable. That was it.
Yeah,
But
your
my
last
God
God
pack
pack.
also had 2 rainbow cards and a full art Primarina. Okay, I get that. But don't listen to these lot making it out like I'm getting God packs left, right, and centre. Gold card here.
Yeah, that is exactly what's
that's
happening.
usually what happens. Yeah, that's what I've been seeing happen.
Don't let him pull your leg. The fact is, right, I only got my very first God pack on the 23rd of this month.
And he's been playing longer than I have, chat.
And he had to offer personal favours to the devs.
His wrists are still sore.
You're lucky you live in another country, pussy.
But
Well, it's still a dominion of
What
the
makes it even
UK.
worse though is my missus got more fucking god packs than I've got.
No, I've got more god packs than all of you put together. That's the joke.
Zero.
No, Jess has had like 2 or 3.
And that's my point. Why are you cussing her out, man? Leave me alone.
I do. I just cost you
Okay.
out more because you've had more.
That's what I mean.
and just
Until I get to the point where I've had the same amount as god packs, you're going to get cost out.
Can I have a go pack?
Cause a barrier in your relationship because you're giving me more energy than you're giving her, regardless of what type of energy it is.
But it's
Oh, no,
where-
she
it's where the
understands.
thing is, it's where the thing is, well, but that way Jess doesn't post her god packs. You do.
No. There's a difference. I don't at everyone God pack. I just at smoke God pack. There's a difference. Me and you have rivalry, bro. No, don't try and tell these lot that I'm picking on you. There is pure rivalry. When it comes to me and you, we do everything not together, but against each other. It is a team sport, and we're out here challenging it. There is no point, but that's the way it is, chat. Don't let him make it seem like I'm just cussing him out and just adding insult to injury when he would do exactly the same if he had 5 god packs and I had 1.
On that note,
Well, just like I'm going to do where I've got both ultras and you've no.
on that note of it's a team sport, but you still go up against each other though. Pre-registration for the Pokemon, new Dragon Ball game.
Fuck.
Like I know Clown has. Smoke, have you done it yet? The pre-registration for the Dragon Ball game.
I don't know. Did it last
Yeah,
night.
we're going to be wrecking people. With our attention spans and our attention to detail, we're going to be wrecking people.
We are going to be absolutely annihilating cunts on this game, man.
We literally will have to name it after our team. 4v4. Are you mad? That game was literally, they were like, yo, these guys do a podcast about Legends and they cuss that shit off. 2 of them can't be asked to play it anymore and the other 2 just cuss us. Let us make a game that 4 people can play. That's perfect for these 4. Hopefully they'll say good reviews. But yeah, no, I pre-registered because
Where do I pre-register?
We're gonna get Mini Goku,
Where?
Goku base form, Vegeta base form, and who's the 4th character?
Hogan. I mean,
He's on the main screen. What promotes it? There's like
What
6
Plus,
characters.
somebody wanna? You got a link?
Frieza, that's the one.
Frieza.
You got a link to pre-registration or what?
It's just on the Google Play Store.
Google Play.
Oh.
Dragon Ball Squadra. It's called.
Damn, I forgot to show you the other day. Jess had a go at me because I didn't show you. She got me a miniature Funko.
Hey, we got the same fucking hairline, bro.
I know, that's why she told me to show you.
Tell Jess, wait. Cussing me out and she's not even here to do it. That's wow.
She actually told me the other day and I forgot.
Dragon Ball, it's called Dragon Ball something Squadra.
Tension Squadron.
But that looks interesting. Which
Does it
and then is
Pokemon Unite vibes?
a wee bit,
but not using their game style, obviously.
Aye,
It's a similar aspect of the game.
Which I was which I was going to hang you about as we were talking about that one up way. Nintendo Direct, the Pokemon Champions stuff that we heard about. For me, I don't know about yours. That way, for me, somebody that's played the mainline games for fucking years and try to understand the likes of the IVs and EV stuff. Yes, I've just started getting into the EVs and shit on Scarlet and Violet because of the terror raids and such, which obviously I'm going to be helping you a lot with over in the next couple of months in that climb.
Hell, are you mad? Get out. Get out of it.
No, do you
No,
understand the
no.
IVs then? Do you
Get out of
understand do you understand EVs
Do you
and
not
IVs?
think that I've gone and sat there for over 40, 50 minutes watching fucking some nerd explain to me what the IV... Mate, I'm good. You should see my last 3 boxes are full of they're full of Pokemon that literally amazing. And on their graph, best. I'm good. Believe me.
Uh,
No, but
I
you
did
forgot
my
who this
research.
person is. Like, he's the
I
guy who
spent
would sit there and
late
write word for word what happens in
nights.
D&D down as notes.
True.
As we all know, Smoke likes to go to bed early. So when I'm fucking there doing raids at 2 a.m. in the morning, like, fuck, I need a better IV. What? Oh, Smoke's asleep. Of course he's asleep. YouTube's my best friend because Smoke's always in bed early.
I might be lying and tapping. I might be lying in my bed, but I'm not sleeping.
Nah, my Switch tells me if you're playing.
No, I don't. My Switch wouldn't be on, but that way I'm either watching shit on YouTube or I'm just lying there getting scrolling. But the way for me personally, that way I don't know if it's the same for you. Like that way, they like to try to like back in the day, like back in the old Pokemon stuff, try to like do the IV training and all that. This is going to make it so much fucking easier for a lot of the Pokemon battle stuff and all that, and the way the training system and that works is something that the Pokemon community for mainline games have been asking for ages. Is a way to do that, like have like that way, be able to do the IVs and all that. That way, yes, going and looking for like that way, like say your calcium and shit like that. So that way, the day I just built, the day the Wu-Chan raid. Solo, I just went and built a new salad dredge, salad.
You can do it.
Ledge. No, it's a heavy tongue tie.
Speak before you.
You can do it.
Think before you speak.
I just went and built one. I just went and built one of them that way. So really, so the way it works out right that way, it says 252 HP, 252 attack, and 4 special defense. So the way that works out is it would be going by 25 HP ups, 25 protein, and 1 special defense, and that boosts the EVs it.
Nice.
That would hang it, but. So with the way the combat system and the way the training's going to work in the champions is instead of having to go do that, I think, well, at this point that way it looks like we're going to have to earn points to then apply to those training stats, but that way we can go and set it so that way like the likes that's just terror raid builds, the likes of like competitive battle builds, there's like your health can be sometimes the health says like 232, 231, 232 or something like that. That way attack and speed, or like that way you're splitting all the stats. So this is going to help with understanding that. So that way the people that are just new to the game and or people that don't understand that can come in and go, all right. So if this is I need to have right, so I can put that to 185 for the health, not hanging. And that's that way. It's going to make it a lot easier for
the rest of us are just going to be playing champion like it's Pokemon.
Yeah.
Back in the day, we don't.
Of course. Which then
I'm going to take in my Growlithe. It's going to beat everything.
Pikachu.
I mean, you're close, wrong Pokemon, but you got it.
I'm going to shit.
No.
Oh, your Growlithe's going to get fucking battered. And your Pikachu up above me, that way that's just going to get shot on as well.
I'm
Good luck shitting on a Pikachu. I mean, you're putting liquid on top of a Pikachu. You do realize what's going to happen there. Even if it's a solid poop, it's still like I mean, you're going to get so electrocuted. Shocking.
Which now onto the rant that
Archon just get
Mudkip, my Swampert, my shiny pink Swampert at that stomps all over your fucking Pikachu.
And Growlithe for that man.
Aye, and Growlithe for that matter.
Pika.
And do you know what stomps on yours? My middle finger.
which will bring us to the biggest rant that we're probably going to have between me and you, Clown, Dragon Ball Legends.
No,
Um,
you
And
sit
that's the end of that segment.
Yep, we'll see you next
Team
week.
Utter fucking pish the anniversary, start to finish.
I am actually
was an upgrade to the fight system.
I agree to that, as I.
That was probably by far the best input, and even that I was dubious of, and then now I've played it. I love the little rise and rush thing that we get. I love the sky and ground battles. I love the fact that you can transition between them. But
I'm still to figure how I know I done the training part of it.
uh,
The
so
day
when
the
you
transition
charge,
bit.
when you charge, you go into supercharge. If you slide forward, you smack the person, double tap as soon as that, and you knock them above or knock them down.
No, that's what I knew. It's just trying to get it timing it right. It just
Oh yeah,
doesn't.
you got to time it, but that's like anything on Legend.
Um,
The first part of the anniversary, UI MUI transforming and Evo transforming Vegeta, they were pish. Then followed by Revival Vegeta from the Saiyan Saga, followed by evolving Ken
okay.
pish. And then that was followed by not one Ultra, which is what the community have grown accustomed to because it is so fucking hard to pull one Ultra. Now, this year they thought, let's release two. Let's give you two Ultras. We'll give you Ultra Frieza and Ultra Goku. And I've grinded. I'm now just about to complete my 12th rotation on Goku. I haven't pulled a single fucking thing. I've done only 2 rotations on Frieza. Haven't pulled a fucking thing. And I'm probably every day getting a little bit closer to just going, yeah, I think it's time that I call it on Legends, if I'm honest. Because it's not made for fans anymore. Even with all of the extra crystals they handed out this anniversary, it didn't actually come close to getting me any closer to pulling anything compared to what I normally do as a free to play player.
I agree with most with a lot of that.
Apart from the Ultra thing, because you got them both.
I will
I
admit,
was about to say, you know how he cussed me out about my Pokemon cards? Now it's my.
I
You
will
see
admit.
this? You see this piece of shit wearing a green fucking hoodie?
I
He
got
doesn't get to
lucky.
say shit because he pulled both ultras in how many rotations? Go on, tell him. Go on, tell him.
Goku was 5, and Frieza I got in my second.
7, chat. 7. I've done 14. I've done double. Not even got legends. Just shit. Absolute shit.
That's what I was going to say. Right, other than being lucky getting them right, way the thing as well though. What I can
You
you
got
will you can.
twice.
No, I didn't. I didn't get Frieza twice. The only reason my Frieza's as high is because of that fucking wee jar thing.
I'll let you off.
But you'll agree with me though that way my luck on Legends with like the likes of the Ultras and shit that way has been shocking as well. Other than pulling Neto, which you'll admit yourself is fucking a wit chance.
Since you come back, who have you got?
I've had I've had the
So
Beast.
you've had both of these ones.
I've had both of these. I've had
Beast
Beast. I've
Gohan?
had Gogeta, and I've had
Margin
both of
Vegeta,
them. Majin Vegeta,
Gogeta twice,
Gogeta, and then Kid Gohan.
and Kid Go. Oh, and your luck's not been great. I've been playing this for 7 years straight, and you've got pretty much the same amount of ultras as I have in a year.
But as I say, as I say,
No, but that's my point. In 1 year, you have bridged the gap and gone further. Because even the ultras that I've got from before you came are now obsolete.
but the ultras that fuck you know yourself, but these ultras aren't really going to do it anyway.
Oh,
As
these
you
ultras,
found out.
Goku will stay around for a long time, and now that they bought Kakarot, that kind of boosts every Goku in the game.
I've got my Kakarot at 14.
Yeah, so have I. Well, I only had him 7-star before. This allowed me to get him to 14. But it's no, it started out as a great way for fans to play a game, and a game that had really good graphics as well, little cutscenes, little finishers, and it was a grind. That's what we liked about it. We knew it was a gacha game, but the grind was there to help you get what you needed. Now it doesn't help you get what you need.
No.
It's just barely cutting by, and all I'm seeing is the YouTubers and the whales that are happy to spend £600 on £800 on your game a month to get these units. I haven't got that, and neither does probably 80% of your players. But you don't care about that 80% enough to do what Pokemon have always done throughout their games and do paid and unpaid currency. So therefore, you get two different rates. You want to pay money, you should get lesser rates on your summons. You are using the free-to-play crystals, you get a higher rate on the pool for your summons. That's the way it should be. And then I would understand that you guys are actually doing something for the free-to-play players. And I've put that in every questionnaire that Legends has sent me for over 4 years. Never once has it become a thing. Why? Because that 20% are paying everyone's wages.
Which brings me to a question on that, right? With this new Dragon Ball game that we're excited about.
Nothing says it about being a gacha.
No, but right, right, it might know, right, it doesn't say about being a gacha game, right? But do you think it'll go that
I
route?
think there'll be in-shop transactions where you have to buy characters.
Aye, but do you think it'll be that way for
most games now? Think about it, and Nibsy will attest because he loves his phone game. How many games come with battle passes now? So we buy battle passes to that game. You earn the character throughout the month of us playing it.
I know.
So many games have battle passes.
I do hang you know, but what I was on about is right, like the likes of the way that we're saying people are going to like that way. It starts off as a free to play game and for free to play players. But the more and more as it goes on, that way it's going to turn into these ones that are just paying a fucking fuck it, I'm just going to pay to get all this.
Well, that's like anything.
It's like Pokemon Go as well. That became very much paid to get this and get that and get this, and it's like that's not what Pokemon Go was invented for. It actually got millions of kids out of the house.
Aye. But I'm saying, but with the Pokemon Go, they just became greedy that way, and they started recycling fucking hit bear shit on that app. That did piss me off, and then locking
and
Pokemon
still
behind.
Pay for it.
Right, and then locking Pokemon behind that way certain events and shit as well. I know that was a joke. That's the whole reason why I done certain things.
Just remember your life now. Nintendo are watching.
Nintendo is always watching. Oh, hail Mario!
The thing with this new Dragon Ball game, though, like if they do it right, they can do it like so. The whales, sure. Like if the new character comes out, you can buy it. Sure, if you want to get it straight away and whatnot, cool, buy it. But then they also have an access for the free-to-play players to still obtain that character. It might take them that little bit longer, but they can still get it. So there's no disadvantage anywhere.
Mm.
So it wouldn't be pay to win. It would just be people spending money because they can't wait.
For
But
us to
then
think
again-
about us is what, $5.99 for them to buy the character out of the thing could be a tenner, 11 quid.
No, but again, what I'm on about is right that way, like power levels type wise, right that way. So say we get in, right, we're building up good. We've got to a thingy that way. The game's only been at a week, and then we start like within that month, we start coming across people that have not even done half of what we've done, but have get characters that are hanging that are absolutely just.
But that's no different than what we've said about Legends. That's no different than the ranked option of Pokemon. The amount of new decks that I went up against, and obviously, as we said earlier, for the first 2 weeks of the Eevee, I was getting nothing. I didn't have a single EX, and yet I'm going against people that have got Sylveon in the full art rainbow, and then another Sylveon in its other full art. And I'm like,
Max flared out and everything. Like,
and I'm like, oh, how am I meant to compete? Why? Because they probably have got money and they have put it in and they've done 10 packs every other day. Cool. But that's where we have to understand that we are not them. And we enjoy it for the reason why we're getting involved. We're fans of the anime, have been since day dot. People
I want to
might
be the
Super
very
that are
best.
watching us now. We remember Dragon Ball. No Z, no Super.
Oh,
There wasn't
dude.
even yellow fucking hair. It was just
A really
boy.
strong little boy with a tail.
it was a boy working on a fucking farm.
He caught a giant fish and fed.
that met a young that we would class as a young dumb blonde that was out looking for magical balls.
But at the same
Dude,
time,
don't get me started on blondes looking for magical balls.
we put up against that.
That's just a stereotype.
Games these days. You think about even when we look at Call of Duty, we buy the Battle Pass full, we are grinding it, and then you've got people that buy the Black Cell full, 25 levels already done, and you're getting extra shit as well, which is pretty much pay to win skins and abilities for your guns, which give you the ability where the electric gun, the Olympus gun, when you're being shot with that, all you see is electric fucking blindiness.
Yep.
How the fuck am I meant to compete with that? My gun's just going pew pew. Yeah, you know where I am. You don't turn around and I'm now blinded by electric bolts in your face.
Blinded by the light.
So that's where Call of Duty, with Call of Duty, they need to give you the option to turn it off, the gun animations and the gun effects. They need to give players to be able to turn that
And
off.
it makes them think, what's the point of us buying these black cells if it's not actually giving us the effects on these people if they're unable
I mean,
to turn it off?
to be fair though, with that particular gun, that's only in a pack. That's not from Black Cell. But like,
No, some from Black Cell have done the Gold Rush.
Oh yeah, the tracers.
Oh yes, the tracers and stuff.
Yeah. But
and
like, what I mean is that they need to.
That come out a long time before. I get that this has been
a see what the very thing, right, is what you were saying, right, that way, right, you know, that way it defeats the purpose, but it doesn't. If say, right, the person that's bought that thingy that way, it will still give them the effects. But if I say I've turned it off.
Yeah, but how many of them are really paying for that effect? Or are they paying for it for what it does to the opponents to give you the advantage in the game? It's a competitive game. That's the thing. If it was all PvE and we were all up against bots, like whatever that was.
But then, like, that's the thing. It's a competitive game, though, so they need to make it so everyone can be on the same level peggings. Where if someone buys a pack just to give themselves that edge, you know, cool.
No, but that's what I was.
It shouldn't give them the edge.
And that's what I was going to say. Back in the day, it was like you all said, the tracer packs originally were just cosmetic for yourself. Shooting red, white, and blue for the Independence Day, etc. Cool. Amazing. We love it. I bought a couple that meant shit to me that gave off special effects, but then the special effects were for me.
Yeah.
They never affected the other player, but now that's what I'm finding.
Dude, I went and bought a bacon skin.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's tracer packs that do the death animation as well. Like there's one that will make that person just explode into this puff of smoke, which then blinds everyone. in that vicinity because it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
having a fucking smoke grenade.
But it's
And it's
like,
like, it's not right.
It's like the Beavis and Butthead skins, don't it?
Oh
That
man.
way, the fact that you need to shoot below their face, well, below their eyes, just to get a headshot.
Yeah, it's a fucking huge target, but the same hitbox.
Going back to our original talk, the competitive side of the shop and in-house transactions for all these games are always going to be the same. So that's what I think this Dragon Ball will be. Originally, it is only going to be a beta. It does say that on the thing. We will be only getting a beta version to start with. Cool. That normally lasts what? 6 months, 8 months, maybe a year max. Depends on how many people get on it from the start. But it will just be, here's a little mini battle pass. Complete this, and at the end you get the new character.
And most games are just designed to take people's money these days anyway.
Halfway through, and you get Vegeta halfway through, and you get Super Saiyan Vegeta at the end.
Mm-hmm. It's again we'll see as time goes.
Every game nowadays is a microtransaction.
Yep, it is. That's what I'm saying. They've taken our beloved worlds and turned them into Walmarts.
But at the end of the day, though, how much?
And then on top of that, they want you to put it. They think that we all have the money to be putting in. So £25 for the black sale. That's each month. And then how many skins on average? I'm not saying we buy, but how many skins in a month do you see going? I'd like to rock that one.
Not as many as I used to.
I think.
No, but on average.
But personally, for me, there's probably what maybe 2, 3.
Every couple of months.
Probably 3, maybe a good 3 every month. I think. I'd
1 or
wear
2.
that. It doesn't look amazing, like the bunny one. I would not wear it for Warzone because I'd get shot the shit out of. But I would love to own the bunny. The zombie bunny has been a part of my growing up on zombies from the start.
Running around in zombies as the bunny.
Yeah, it would. And that's what I mean. But what I'm now going to
give you a perk that the box stays where it is constantly.
Is around 15 to 18 quid.
Like for me, that way it would be the kitchen one.
So £25 times another £20 times 3, so that's 60. We're already at £85 per month just for that game that you've already paid £80 for the basic fucking version.
That's right.
Every time Call of Duty want to release
it's like hanging the new as well, right? That way, right, like games coming out, right? That way we pay, as you're saying, we're paying 70 quid for the base game. Then we need to pay say 15 quid for 4 DLCs. 15 quid for 4 DLCs, right? That way 15 quid each DLC that comes out. So there's another 60 onto that, and then the battle pass on top of that, as you say, and then even at that, the game's still not finished.
Do you know what? But that's what
if you're talking about DLCs and how they're paid and everything, I don't think it started on that with Destiny and shit.
I know, but
I was just
even at that. I was just what I was going to say.
The pay to play player Descendants is purely made for the gamer that wants to grind.
Yeah, for the grinder.
Even the transactions are all cosmetic. That is all that their transactions are. Nothing on their thing boosts you or gives you anything better than everyone else.
But the one I'm hanging, but exactly the likes of Elden Ring. That way, like the Shadow of the Earth Tree is pretty much just a DLC. But you need to have Elden Ring before you can play Shadow of the Earth Tree. No, it's a completely different thing. If it's meant to be a completely different game, then I should just be able to buy that and load that up and be able to play that. But no, again as well, it's like the hingy.
How long has the been out?
That's the one I was just about to bring up.
Content for how many years, and then finally it released a whole new game for half the price of a game.
That's what I was just about to say. Eddie. That way, right, that way, say for me, right, we used to playing Diablo now. That way, yes, I could go and download it for free, but to get to where you are, I would have to go and pay 25 quid to buy a season pass. That
No, because we're playing through the original.
no, but you know what I mean. Like that way, like,
I know what you
We
mean.
paid for a season pass and shit. We're just enjoying the game for what it is. That's what it is.
Yeah. I got.
We're not putting any money into it. The only reason he's
oh,
put money into it is because my subscription gave me the DLC for free. So
aye.
it just makes sense for Nipsey to buy it.
But
That was
but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But right, we used to playing it right now. The bit that way, if I was to want to come back and play it that way, it would probably force me to buy the stuff to be able to play alongside you, because you have got the other stuff for the DLC and all that.
Yeah, but that could work either way. Like, look at you three, bit. You guys have all paid for Schedule 1. Think about how much it's going to cost me by the time it's now all promoted and it's coming onto a PlayStation.
Probably about the same price.
That's right. Schedule 1's coming to PlayStation, ain't it?
Yeah, and then
PlayStation,
with-
Xbox.
With the advert
he
though,
wants it there before Christmas, but he's hoping by March next year at the latest.
Well, hopefully it's
with-
before Christmas, so we can chip in and get it for you for Christmas, clown.
Oh no, but that's my point. But gaming has always been, you put money into what you enjoy. You don't go and buy the new God of War because you saw the advert. No, you go and buy God of War because you played it since the PS1 and the franchise has only grown and became amazing. The same reason why technically we still pay for Black Ops, because we know we're going to get zombies.
Or Assassin's Creed, because we know we're gonna
This
get.
is why we don't give a
Assassin's
shit.
Creed is
much.
fine.
Oh my
Excuse
God, is it
me.
ever? Unfortunately,
No,
if even I
also-
haven't bought the new game, I buy every
don't
Assassin's
get-
Creed game.
We don't care too much about Warzone. We cuss it out, yes, but guess what? It's free. We can fucking delete it. It didn't cost us a fucking thing. But when we see some of our favorite things being overpriced, we all come from a generation where a new PS2 game was less than £20. A new PS1 game was less than a tenner. £9.99, brand new. Now we're not even getting a physical copy, and you are now paying for, if you are checking out the game, you're paying 70. If you're a fan of the franchise, you could be paying anywhere between £100 to £140, whether you want the Ultimate Edition or the Deluxe Edition. You're scamming the fans, the people that made you the franchise you are, and that was your way of saying thank you. This is why I like what Jurassic World are doing, their Build a Park game. For every game that you have bought, if you have owned the previous version on your profile, you get discount on every other game after that.
And
You know
everything
that?
transfers over to the new game as well.
Well, that's one of the things I like about the Witcher games.
No, but shouldn't that be a thing? How would you feel with Assassin's Creed Chronicles? If every single time that they notice, this guy bought Black Flag, we're giving him the next one with 15% off. Oh, he bought that one, we're giving him Odyssey with 15% off. 15% is a lot of money.
I would think of that, because that way,
Well, every time on Steam, I know it's only a small discount, but on Steam I went and I bought the original Witcher Enhanced Edition on sale. Okay, it cost me like $4 when I originally bought it. Just recently, they had The Witcher 2 and 3 on sale, and a bundle for all three on sale. So I said, well, I just said, okay, well, I'm not gonna get I should have got the bundle for like $10, but I'm just gonna get The Witcher 2 for now. I'll get The Witcher 3 on sale at another time, with all its DLCs included, more than likely. So I said, oh, because I mean, you know, Witcher 1 and Witcher 2, they're fucking long games, so I got plenty of Witcher to keep me occupied for now, and I've got The Witcher 3 on Xbox already. So I got The Witcher 2. And as I'm doing the checkout, I realize they gave me 10% off because I had The Witcher 1.
And that's my point. Far Cry love doing that. Whenever you buy an old version, So when I
But
bought
that's Ubisoft,
four,
but
and
that is
no,
Ubisoft.
when I
and
bought
Is it?
6,
the other thing,
5, they gave me free and all of its DLCs. Now, anyone that knows Far Cry, number 3 was by far the most fucking best one
and
out of all of them.
the other thing I like
But
about the Witcher
I
games,
didn't have
on that note,
money.
just proving your point. So, you know, the
And that's
content
what I
and
mean.
stuff carries on, because the choices you make in The Witcher 1 affect how Witcher 2 starts, and the
Aye,
choices you make in Witcher 2 affect how the entire game of Witcher 3 can go.
Aye. But that's the thing with a lot of games that have been a
Like,
few games done that. But Ubisoft did used to do that way with the likes of Far Cry and
Did it?
And Assassin's Creed at one point. But then they started going down the lines of nah, we're throwing fucking microtransactions. We're throwing them in your face and wanting the money for people, and then laying off all their staff and no listening to the gamers and shit. Right? That's why Ubisoft has fell away. But again, it's is what we have been saying that way. Like the gaming world, like a lot of people that are now getting made into these big developers, or that the companies that are like Microsoft and all that are buying all these developers and all that out.
Yeah,
They're
but
not
like Microsoft and
they're
Disney
not
have proved
understand.
buying out everything doesn't make you good at what
But
they
that's
do.
but
But you
that's what I'm
take
saying.
something,
That's
you
what I'm saying.
destroy it, and still call it
They're
what it is.
like, even at that as well, what most companies are destroying themselves. Like what we were talking about before the hingy that way, before the podcast started. PlayStation are destroying themselves with the likes of no getting the gamers remakes of games that they're asking for, but instead going, fuck it, we'll just hit you with The Last of Us. They'll enjoy that. Another remake of The Last of Us for a new console. That way they'll enjoy that. Oh, what can we do for the new? What can we give them for the new console? Fuck it, we'll give them the Last of Us again. Like,
No, and that's what I mean. I get that, but then that brings us on to another conversation. PlayStation have announced that they are going to stop making exclusives and start making all-round games. That even though God of War, as much as it is made by Sony, will now not be an exclusive just to PlayStation,
but
and all of that other games will be the
I
same.
mean, in regards to DLCs, like, I mean, Destiny's a prime example of it. Like the game when it first came out, it was £60 for the base game. Obviously, if you wanted the Ultimate Edition, it was £100. And then every DLC after that has been the same price for a DLC.
See, one thing I love, that's one thing I love about, like, with The Witcher 3. The first pack that came out was actually the first pack that came out for The Witcher 3 was a free content pack with some, you know, cosmetic stuff, completely 100% free, because they had to delay the original content. What was it? Not Blood and Wine, but oh fuck. But anyway, and that they I think they charged $9.99 for that one, and the content that came with that opened up a huge amount of the game, opened up huge amount of side quests, main quests, and tied in as well to the main story if you wanted to do that beforehand. And then in The Witcher 3, the second, technically third DLC that they gave for it brought you into an entirely new region with almost as much stuff to do, as side quests to do, as the original base game for $19.99.
Yeah, but that was also about 10 years ago when that prices were at that.
But again, let me bring it back. When we're talking,
DLCs on top.
now we're talking about, that's what I was just about to say. Let me bring you back to when we all first started playing COD. That way we would pay, for, as you said, Clown, around about 30-40 quid for the base game.
Yep.
And then we'd pay, if we did, that way we would pay $11.99.
Here it was like $29.99 and stuff like that.
Right, no, but for the DLCs, for 4 DLCs, each DLC that way that would come out, we'd pay $11.99 for the DLC.
$15.
Within that DLC, we would get 4 new zombie maps, we'd get fucking multiple new,
Why Call of Duty say that they sell their game for £70 because we are not paying for the DLCs anymore. We just get the seasons automatically released with that £70.
I know, but
Yeah.
right, but again,
I get that,
as we're
but-
saying, like, back then, if you think about it, right, DLCs were always going to be a hangy, but
Dude,
wait,
Mob of the Dead.
we were getting, at least back then though, we were getting a finished game. At least the full game was finished. The
Yep.
DLC was extra.
Yep.
That was stuff to do after the game.
Yeah,
Yep.
but back in the
That
day,
made-
we only got 4 DLCs per game. Now we get 6 seasons.
Yeah.
6 seasons of
But-
crap
but-
is spread out
It's not-
content.
It's not only that.
Many of the out of the 6 seasons, how many have you actually says that, oh, this has been a decent season?
There's not been money, but that brings me on to my point. Like with the DLCs, it's a case of like people wouldn't mind paying for them if there was the content there to make it viable.
Mhm.
You know, and for example, for the COD, again, bring up COD, and I could go into Destiny as well. Like, sure, the DLC, cool, great. There's a lot of new content, but like, you know, COD campaigns are fucking terrible now.
Oh my god.
They take you like 4 hours, if that.
And that's
Whereas
if
back
you
in the
have
day,
the
they would take you
patience to
2
go
weeks.
through them.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like back in
Now
the
they
day,
release
you could be going two weeks to a month before completing it.
Yep, and you were hooked on them. You wanted to play them. They
Yeah.
had this story to them that was just like Chef's Kiss. The original 2 Black Ops had a story that I couldn't put down.
Yeah, it's the same with Destiny. When Destiny first came out, the campaign was phenomenal. Like it was long, there was a lot to do, there was so many interactions with it.
Mhm.
Every DLC now, the campaign lasts you 3 hours at max. But now they're cutting it into the point where you can only do so much per week. So you do like 2-3 missions, and then you got to wait a week to carry on.
And that's trash.
Because they're trying to extend the content. It's like, well,
That's
no,
why I
like,
stopped playing it.
just make the content last. Like
That-
make the campaign longer. Make
Which
the
brings us
content
back
longer.
to which brings us back to the hangy way, putting the TCG that way, like, make the fucking missions last longer.
Yes. Agreed.
No, more events.
More events, more missions, more everything.
They last as long as they need to last, but there needs to be more events. Same with
I mean,
Call of Duty, really. More events, more meets. Like we were promised 2 exclusive zombie events, and they weren't really events. You just fucking
They were shit.
one was the scoreboard, and the other one was
A scoreboard.
yeah, one was play zombies and compete with the people that buy gobblegums constantly,
Right?
and the other one was play grief and compete with people that buy gobblegums constantly.
Yeah.
Like,
Nah, man. The only events that I've been liking lately are the holiday themed events, like, and even them sometimes are. So they slap some reindeer
Yeah.
antlers on a zombie. Okay, cool.
oh, but zombies.
yeah, but even those events, you can do I watched someone literally do the entire event, get every award within the space of half an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Right, on one zombies map.
No, they went into one game of plunder, completed every mission in that one game of plunder, and then that was it. They'd finished the event. The event was on for 3 weeks.
Mm.
Like, what is the point?
It's again, I know like, that way. You've got the way there's big changes coming in the gaming world. Like, definitely.
It's gonna have to.
it's just-
The model is just
well,
not sustainable.
With the likes of the Sony hanging like now no longer doing exclusives that way, that's pretty much put an end to the console wars.
And
You've got
not only that, but Xbox not
all
really
the-
doing a console
Yeah,
next, but
let's
doing more
not-
of
let's
a.
not just let's not just give all the praise to PlayStation here. Xbox have now done their share of communication, and
Xbox
It's
are
not-
really
that's-
pushing
it's-
their
it's
exclusive.
not just PlayStation stepping down.
Aye, no,
Xbox
I'm
is
saying
doing-
Xbox has stepped in as well.
Yeah.
Xbox now as well are no longer following in the footsteps of Nintendo in that way. They're now going, no, do you know what? We're not increasing the prices of our games. Our games are going to stay at what they have been.
Yep.
as well, that way, as you say, Chronic, that way, Xbox are no longer thinking about consoles. That
No,
way,
man. They're
now
finally doing what I said they should have done
it's
20
like
years ago.
It's like they're now going hybrid, like a hybrid of a console and a PC.
Yeah,
It's
they knew that there was a market for it back then. You need to understand the time.
I know.
Back then, if Sony only was the only ones that was in the console, think about how much people would be paying for a PlayStation right now. Xbox gave Sony a rival, and let's face it, that rivalry has been there since I was 15.
Yep.
From the original Xbox.
Yeah, I was gonna say probably like what we're looking at, like
Because before that,
2008,
it was out of
2008.
them and Nintendo, because Nintendo was a console back then. It stepped out of the handheld and it made
back
it.
then, Nintendo were the console kings back then.
They were. Then they were the console kings. They were the handheld kings. They were the kings of video games. They had the most popular characters. They had the most.
That was hanging right out where you had Nintendo working up to a point, and then that way Sega came in with the Sega system, with the Sega Saturn and all that.
No. Sega was around. Sega was around before with the. They came out actually a little bit. I think it was before the original Nintendo or a year after. I can't remember exactly now. But with the Sega Master System, which I had, and I still have.
I'm saying that way Nintendo fell off. That way Sega became a thing, a bigger thing again, and then that way Sega kind of died off when Sony bought them over, and then
drive safe, bro.
Yeah. The thing is, Nintendo fell off when they introduced the Wii. The Wii was a great idea, and like it was way ahead of its time.
Yep.
Even the Wii U, they just didn't implement it correctly.
They did not. That should have been
led to people coming away from Nintendo for console and heading to PlayStation and Xbox. Because at the time they weren't complicated things.
It's not VR, but they're the first console that ever managed to put in physical relay.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Nintendo were just ahead of their time.
Because it was only after that we started getting, what was it, the PlayStation Eye?
Connect, the Connect
and stuff.
What was the Xbox One?
Connect. Actually, the Connect worked really, really well if you've calibrated it correctly.
No, but that's my point. None of them exist without the Wii setting it out.
Like, I mean, the Star Wars Connect was just fun.
The Wii wouldn't have existed without the Virtual Boy.
Oh, the Virtual Boy.
If you think
I remember the Virtual Boy. My buddy Matt had a Virtual Boy. That red, all that red though will give you a headache.
Yeah, I didn't want to confuse all of our listeners because they have no idea. Because I know if Kai is watching right now, she's like, "What in the prehistoric fuck is?"
Okay, the Virtual Boy came out between the original Brick and Game Boy Color.
Yeah.
But
it was pretty much a Game Boy that you could attach to your face.
And that was it. Yeah. And it came in.
What I was trying to get at though is that Nintendo were solid. They were holding the title of being the console, the top of the market for consoles. They were the ones that everyone looked to.
Yep.
They brought out the Wii way ahead of its time. They didn't really implement it correctly. It was still a good console. It weren't great, but it was good. Then they brought out the Wii U, and that flopped. In my opinion, and it was a really good concept.
Do you think what screwed the Wii as well is its licensing for other games, not bringing up?
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Oh yes,
without a doubt.
I mean, even GameCube. That's GameCube had licensed games on it, like wrestling and fucking Star Wars and.
Yeah, that's no different.
Yeah, but when the Wii came out, it got restricted a lot.
Oh yeah, I know.
The Wii was heavily restricted.
Nintendo are very, very particular over what. It's not even
it wasn't just franchises. It wasn't just that though. I mean, just it was more along the lines of a lot of because of the motion concept. That way, you had to use that controller. Games didn't want to adapt.
Yeah.
Developers didn't really want to hang that way. Downgrade the likes of Call of Duty. Well, although they did date with a couple of Call of Duties and put it onto the Wii, but they didn't really work.
It didn't. It didn't work at all.
No, but that's what I mean.
Unless you had that gun attachment.
Even with the gun attachment, the gun attachment and the sensor were so inaccurate put together that the only thing that it was really good for was Kabbalah's hunting with a shotgun.
Yeah, but that's what I'm getting at though, is like that's why everyone started gravitating towards the Xbox and the PlayStation. It just then became a war between those two consoles because they weren't complicating things.
Mm-hmm.
They were sticking to the base, the norm of what everyone knew and what everyone loved.
That's right.
Then when Xbox went to the 360, they became merely an entertainment system. That way, we like to being able to play music and movies.
360 was probably by far Xbox's greatest
Peak.
ever release.
I mean, the 360 being able to integrate seamlessly. Now you can still integrate seamlessly. They took a lot of the ideas from the 360 and moved it forward. Being able to, like, I set up a media folder on my PC. I can stream everything in that media folder right to my Xbox directly. I can watch every movie, listen to every song.
The PS, but then that's once again is where my memories of this passion that we all talk about comes from.
I mean, the PlayStation 3 did the same.
Nintendo, to my Sega Mega Drive, to my N64. To my Super Nintendo, to the N64, to the PlayStation.
Guys, can we get a moment of silence for all the dead consoles?
The 360, to the PS4, and then now the PS5. That is my line of heritage when it comes. And don't get me started because I could even say that I played the Atari. Yes,
dude, 2600. I played Olympic Games, Atari 2600, WrestleMania, Atari 2600.
But that's the point. These are the consoles that gave me the passion, but not all of them had games that are compatible with each other. That's where we now need to move out of. And now we just need Nintendo to go, do you know what? You guys have proved your point. If I put shit like Call of Duty and stuff like that I've been promising the Nintendo Switch players, maybe it's time that we start giving you
Pokemon, Mario.
Oh, dude, could you imagine? Well, I mean, there was some Pokemon or Mario titles and stuff like that that were released on PC. They did have PC games at one point.
Yes, right, but anything, right? Think about it, right? If Nintendo were to open up, right, and go, right, we've all developed Pokemon for the likes of the Xbox. Think of the fucking thingy. We could literally get, yes, I know Champions as this Colosseum.
I would just like them to let us have Legend of Zelda. The whole line of the Zeldas, all of them. Start with the original Zelda and go right up to fucking now. I would buy every fucking one of them, all of them.
But Zelda, I feel, has always been a handheld. Put it on.
The original NES, the original NES Zelda holds the fuck up. And same thing with the SNES. Well, Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past.
Right. Once again, who made them consoles?
Nintendo. But what I'm saying is, like...
There you go. I rest my case. So once again, no console in the life that outside of Nintendo has held Zelda, which is why the graphics have never been there. Could you imagine Zelda graphics on your Xbox X Series S or a PS5? Sitting there thinking, why did I pay £500 to play this game on this when on a Switch it looks fucking perfect, because you do feel like you're back in your childhood holding your Game Boy Color or
literally load up
3DS. That's why I always said I love Nintendo for their handheld. Yes, I've got memories of the original SNES and Super Nintendo and the N64, but they were great consoles in their own right, but they never really did compete with a PlayStation. There you go. Once again, on a handheld. It's perfect.
The
only reason Nintendo
for a Switch, and especially coming away for the kind of 2D aspect and the pixelated aspect of it, amazingly that way. Yes, I would like to see it run on on an Xbox and that, but as you said, Clint, a Switch. That way, just transferring it for the Switch to the TV as well. Amazing. But Tears of the Kingdom.
That's the thing though. That's the thing though. Like with the N64 and that, they were great consoles, like Clown said, in their own right because of the titles that they held.
Mm-hmm.
The likes of it was the only place you could play Pokemon Stadium. It was the only place you could play Zelda. It was the only place you could play quite a few games. To be fair.
Yep.
But then you go over there, but then like I was one of them. I went over to the PlayStation so I could start playing the Call of Duty, so I could start playing
Grand
all
Theft
these other
Auto.
games. Yeah, you know,
GTA.
and San Andreas being one of the iconic ones.
Oh
Like,
my God,
but then
dude.
I went from PlayStation, the PS2, I went to an Xbox 360.
And I did
because I fell
hear,
in love with Halo.
that the new iteration of GTA Online is supposed to be crossplay.
Well,
That's the thing though. Like, I fell in love with Halo, but I still played the PlayStation for me. It was for the Final Fantasy games
Do 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 do.
I still played the
and the
PlayStation
God of War
for the
games.
I love the Final Fantasy games, man.
Yeah.
My
But that's what I mean,
favorite
that's why
is the
like,
old
PlayStation
ones.
was of those games.
Oh, a Medal of Honor.
Oh,
Dude, Medal of Honor was so good. The original
I was really
just
disappointed
so
with
good.
Medal of Honor because it just disappeared.
I came back and it was crap.
It did try and make a
Oh,
comeback, but
Homefront was crap, yeah, but back in the day it was like
Rising
it was
Sun
probably,
was-
I would argue that it was better than Call of Duty.
It
back
was
in the
better
day.
than Call of Duty back in the day.
Rising Sun was the best,
Oh my fuck.
But Medal of Honor was actually based on true events. What made them perfect.
It's funny enough.
For what I've seen lately, will any actually go and try out the Battlefield Battle Royale when it comes out?
I'm
It's meant to be free. It's meant to be free.
I'm thinking about it. I'm really
If it's
thinking
anything-
about it.
If it, I would be interested in if they go back to what they actually correct what they done with Firestorm. Firestorm was fucking brilliant in my opinion. They just
I've
didn't
not seen.
optimize it.
Dude, you know what?
See,
The
I've
last
not seen
Battlefield I
much.
enjoyed was
I've
1942.
not seen much. I've not seen
Well,
much.
no,
of
World
it
War One.
because I'm not a big. I'm not a big Battlefield fan because the last Battlefield I played was Battlefield 2, Bad Company, and shit like that. Where one of the better Battlefields, but the later ones, no. But
Bad Company was good.
with this, I actually might dabble in it just to see how it plays.
I'll drop in with you.
Battlefield are only doing this because Call of Duty are discontinuing Warzone and they're bringing Blackout. And now Battlefield have realised there's an opening because other than Call of Duty, the only other ones were Apex.
Oh, there's a few. There's a few.
I think Battlefield are doing it because they're the only first person shooter or third person shooter whatever that way that's not actually got a battle royale. If you think about it,
They did though, and
Battlefield has.
yeah, they do.
Third person, PUBG a third person shooter.
PUBG's a
They
first
can be
person,
third or
third
first. It's recognised as a first-person shooter because that's what the developers want people to play, but they have given the option for third person.
Well,
But with Battlefield, it's first person. There is no third person, and they did have a BR. It was, but the only issue with it is that it weren't. I mean, I would say the only issue. It's not.
Hello,
It weren't
my
an
mate.
issue for Battlefield
I'm on my
fans
mate.
because it was like when Black Ops 4 came and Blackout first came out. The Battle Royale was locked behind the game.
Yep.
You had to buy the game. With Battlefield, you had to buy Battlefield 5 to have access to Firestorm, which was what the BR was. And Firestorm, it was a great BR. They just didn't optimize it. They gave up on it.
So hopefully now.
See, I don't know. It looks. For what I've seen, it does look no bad.
The thing with Battlefield, the thing that I liked about its BR with Firestorm was the gun that you pick up was realistic in the way it acted. So if you picked up an AR, it would shoot like an AR. The kick, the recoil, everything. You could obviously pick up attachments to help with that, but it still made the gun realistic. If you picked up an LMG, you weren't controlling that fucker to do a long range shot. Like you had to be mounted and everything, bipod out a lot if you wanted to control the recoil.
Yep.
You weren't just standing there spraying like fucking
Yep,
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
That's why in Battlefield
Yeah.
1, I did a lot of snipers.
Yeah. And it would shoot to form. Snipers were a one-shot kill. It didn't matter.
Yep. Oh my god, dude, I loved
how it's
snipers
meant
that
to be.
worked in that. I loved them.
The other interesting concept that they brought in with Firestorm, which they brought in a little bit later on with it, was the fact of you could open up bunkers, and inside those bunkers were tanks that you could drive around. You know, yes, they gave people an edge and helped out massively, but they weren't like, oh, you see someone in a tank, that's it, it's over. You know, they were destroyable the way you would destroy them back in the wartime, like with the grenades, the sticky bombs, the rocket launchers,
RPGs, the Panzer Shreks.
You know, and it was the environment damage as well. If you fire a rocket launcher into a house, that house is getting blown to smithereens. It's not just blowing up and then the house is still standing.
Right.
It eliminated the aspect of I'm just gonna house camp.
Because then people will just blow up the house.
Their last game failed. It just seems like Battlefield are trying to find a way of getting more players because their games are failing. Clearly,
that's just the EA. But that's because of EA. EA has been failing for fucking years.
Yeah, I mean Battlefield 2042 that flopped hard. That was a massive failure.
Oh, it was horrible.
From what I've heard, because I know people that still play it, apparently they've done a lot of updates to it. They've done a lot of patches to it and everything, and it's a pretty good game now. But for me,
that's no good. A couple of years later,
it's you know, you can't bring out a game and then go, oh yeah, but it's good now. 2-3 years down the line.
Yeah, that's no good.
That's like me with Cyberpunk. That way with the amount of people I heard complain about Cyberpunk when it first came out. And then that way, a couple of years later, a year later, that way after it was released, it's actually getting better. It's actually a better game. That's a year too late.
Cyberpunk gave back everyone that purchased it their money back.
Yep, they did. That's because CD Projekt Red is probably the last good game company, or one of.
I stopped playing Cyberpunk when it first came out. I was all hyped and excited to play it, and I got to a mission to the point where there was a boss that I had to beat, and literally as I beat it, the boss glitched into the floor. Right? The only issue being is that boss dropped something that I had to pick up to collect it to go and take it somewhere else. That also glitched in the floor, but because of the autosave feature, and you're only allowed one save on there, I could no longer complete that fucking mission. Because the thing that I needed was glitched into the floor, and no matter how much I relogged or anything, it wouldn't complete the mission because of that glitch. And I was written that fuck it, I can't be asked. I ain't starting again.
Max Payne 2 went into a part where I wasn't supposed to. An elevator. I used it for cover. It auto-saved. I got blown up. It auto-saved automatically 1 second before the grenade came in. No matter how I loaded the game, within 2 seconds, the grenade came in and killed me. There was nothing I could do.
That's scary.
Oh no, man! No, trust me.
That's what Adam. That's what Adam and the Viva Dirty Leagues get. Quick save, quick load.
To be honest, Quentin, that's just a skill issue. You need to be able to roll out of that elevator within a second.
No, dude, trust me. I tried.
On Alien Isolation. That alien's breathing down my neck, and I'm like, nah, it's totally a great time to save this before. yeah. I'm done. I'm good.
Yeah. With Alien Isolation.
Save point. Where's a locker? I need a locker right now.
wasn't Alien Isolation was a fucking brilliant game, but I like the fact of, I think correct me if I'm wrong, but it was the first game to actually introduce the game listening to your mic.
Yep. If any sound that was made, that alien could hear it a mile away.
Yep. So if you were doing a stream, you had to split your mic.
Again, into indie horror games, I see a lot of streamers making content now where their chat are releasing sound alerts to attract the monsters and shit. It's hilarious.
Oh yeah, like there's that one where the guy walks around the corner, sees the monster, and doesn't see him, and then all of a sudden it's just a massive burp going through his mic because of the alert. And it's
That's the part
also-
one, a really
Yeah.
long fart just starts.
yeah.
Oh, guys.
I think that's a great concept to a game. It makes people think about it, and
Mm-hmm.
like obviously there's ways to get around it. Mute your
Yeah.
mic or use a different mic or don't have your mic plugged in or whatever. But
It's like
then that
Separate
takes away the
us
joy of the
using-
game.
It's like us using the like Discord for the likes of like demonologist and all that. When that way, the ghosts stay moved to your voice and shit. Like they go for you
Yeah, I
for
know.
your voice
This
and
is
all
why I weren't allowed to join the Discord. I felt like it was bang out of order. I wanted to be a part of the team.
that.
Oh no, that's the thing. Like with demonologists, like being in a Discord is great when you first start in and you learn in the game. But then, for example, like for me and Smoke, if we went and started playing it now, we're better off doing it out of Discord and just only in game, because that then gives us a better experience now. Because we know what we're doing, we know how we're playing the game, but it also means that like, if Smoke's on the other end of the house and I'm still in a fucking tent, we can't talk to each other.
Doesn't it also mean that you don't influence each other's decisions? Because maybe one of you finds one thing, but the other person uses the same device and doesn't get the same thing.
Yeah, but it's like on Phasmophobia, they've actually got walkie-talkies in the game that no one uses because they're in Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it's taken out an entire aspect of the
now
game.
I've got PS5, I can have.
Yeah.
Which is one
That's
that
what I
we
mean,
need, one that we all need to get, and that way get the 4 of us and Phasmo for. I think that would be a giggle.
Yeah, like those sort of games, they need to be played in game because it enhances the experience. As well as that, like like Smoke said on Demonologist and Phasmo, but more on Demonologist, the demon or the ghost reacts to you when you're speaking.
Is there
Obviously
anybody
you got the
out
spirit
there?
box that you can speak to him in, but depending on the demon, you might be walking around just chatting away to each other as you're walking. You're pissing off the demon, you don't even know about it. Whereas being in Discord, you take away that element, and those elements actually help you identify what it is.
I don't know. I've watched
because of the way it acts.
Which leads us on to kind of the last couple of thingies that we of
God's full of cheaters, it's shit. Bring on the next one.
Looking forward to the
one last chat for us all to get together on before it comes to an end.
Like one last thing for zombies.
We've done them all. One last one. And this one will stream on.
This one, I'm like, don't get me wrong, I'm actually excited for this one. Some of the shit that I've seen, the vid, like that way, the trailers and all that, it's making it look good.
Still pissed we've got to wait 2 more seasons for it.
Yeah, I still got. I still got to do the last. I think the last zombie map too. So I haven't.
Oh my god, no one.
That sounds like
your problem.
Oh yeah, but when
like
anything's a
skittish.
my problem, you guys do realize I make it a you problem. So.
Yeah, but that's why you've got Shorty. Go ask Shorty.
Yeah, but
Oh
Chronic,
come
you
on,
say
Shorty
that
drops
you-
more than I do.
Yeah, but Chronic, you say if we say it's the you problem and then you make it an us problem, you know full well that we're not really paying attention to you making it an us problem.
What'd you say,
can
Nipsey?
try it, but we're just like, yeah.
Bruv, I've got kids. I've got selective hearing.
What was that, Nibsy? I didn't quite catch you. What's that? You're like the drummer from
friends with
Spinal
Smoke and
Tap? You're
Clown
gonna
with
overheat and
selective
just
hearing.
explode. Okay.
But I know this. I having to wait 2 seasons just to get the last zombies. I'm hoping to do something big, great.
Yeah.
With the Easter egg, right?
You know what we could do?
Often.
We could start at the very beginning and go right through. Do all the Easter eggs in a day. 24-hour stream.
It wouldn't take
Yeah,
20
quite
minutes to do the Easter egg.
It would.
To do every single one of them?
The origins. Do you remember the steps to the origin Easter egg? That was a fucking long ass Easter egg.
No.
So
The
But
Diarise,
I thought you could just cross that
Diarise,
Die Rise, aye.
the dragon one, the fucking like,
9.
oh mate, like the Easter egg, like again, that's another thing I would say. The Easter eggs nowadays, they're too fucking short and too
But
easy.
actually, my machine was the long
oh man,
Yeah. Back in the day, Easter eggs used to like just complete. If you knew what you was doing every step through and through, you were still taking 2 hours to complete
oh
the Easter
dude,
egg.
Shino Numa,
Not doing it in 20 minutes.
Shino Numa.
A good day.
The Easter eggs on Shino Numa took you like fucking up to almost 40 rounds to do.
Yeah, that's what I mean though. Like back in the day, they were hard, they were long,
Yeah.
they were complicated,
And they were
took a lot of
beautiful.
fucking effort and teamwork. It weren't a case of one person could just.
No, man,
In a
you
group
had
of four, one
like I mean,
person
you
just
had
ran
one,
around
you had
done
to
everything.
start up the teleporters. You had to fucking have one person down in a certain spot to get a certain, while the other guy's up here doing this, and then before you could, then you had to meet up, and then, fuck, man.
Don't get me wrong, the story now is great. I do love the story. They're just too short, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I think the story could be better.
I'm hoping with this one at way the day it's a massive super Easter egg at way at the end of the a reward we get Rick Toffin finally is an operator skin.
So that'd be nice.
Whatever they're going to give us, but
I mean, we've had Rick Toffin before, but it weren't like a paid skin. It was just one of standard 4.
no.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
Rick Toffin, Dempsey, fucking
Well,
Nikolai,
Nick. Thank you. I used to love getting Nikolai. Man, I had fun being
Samurai.
talk,
Can't remember his name. Yeah,
Takeshi.
but
they're meant to be coming back though.
Actually, aye, but aye, they're meant to be coming back. But I think that's going to be in Black Ops 7. I don't think that's going to be in this one.
Oh no, it's not. It's not this one. Black Ops 7, they're coming back.
But aye.
I still stand by it though. They need to bring Call of Duty needs to take zombies and release it as a separate game.
That would be awesome.
Then they wouldn't sell them.
Then they wouldn't
I
say
thought you had multiplayer and zombies.
That's true.
Mm.
Well,
But other than that way, there's a couple of things that we have to go through. There's the Jokes and Smokes sports podcast, which Nibsy and Clown will be hosting.
and then we're gonna be something to do. We have got to start talking smoke, me and you, once I get back from visiting family next week. I think maybe that's something we could look into because SummerSlam's coming up. Maybe start off with a
Do you have
commentary.
a question about the football podcast, Clown?
Huh?
With the football podcast, are we keeping it strictly Premier League, or are we going like all leagues, European leagues?
So say we were doing it right now, I'd be giving in mentions to the Lionesses to back-to-back
With the Euros.
Euro wins. So to retain the Euros, that would deserve a mention.
Wow.
If there was like scandals, or I'd be talking about all teams. I'm unbiased, bro. I'm a football fan. I love Arsenal, but I love football.
That's something else too
It's
that
only
I would
'cause,
like to get into
I
the
was
behind the
thinking more
scenes.
along the lines of like all teams, but then we could either delve into the likes of like there are obviously there's Sunday league teams that post their stuff on YouTube. There's Saturday league teams, that non-league teams that post their stuff on YouTube as well. And that,
See, a segment I wanted to add was the amount of clips that I watch, like volleys
what
or
football
Sunday
fails and stuff like that. Yeah.
etc. I wanted to implement that, like little reactions to some of the best Sunday, like grassroots, pretty much give on, like just add a little fun section because people don't understand. You see the Premier League, nah. Saturday and Sunday League, oh,
Grassroots is where it is born.
Community nights increasing.
Yes.
I don't. If you want to enlighten a bit on that, Clown, how we're going to be doing that?
Well, we could add.
So it's just like that when there's spaces and the community have pretty much made me realize this is when we game, 9 times out of 10, everyone's gaming. So what it will be is if we're all playing a game and you see us live in the HQ in the Discord, jump in, ask
Yep.
what game we're playing. There will always be space, regardless of the game that we play.
If we're playing Warzone, we'll switch to multi. If we get enough people.
It's just nice to make sure that there's other games. Like obviously, me and Nibsy are going through Diablo 4. I know 2 people in the Discord that do enjoy Diablo 4 as well, that aren't a part of the jokes and smokes, but would enjoy playing it with people.
Not only that,
It's
but
just one of them.
Me and Raven are going to be trying to do a little bit more of the Baldur's Gate 3 multiplayer now that it's cross-play and whatnot for everybody, and I hope that some people who have it might whip up a character and do some dropping in here and there.
No, because it's not D&D.
Fuck off.
Which brings us on to the next one. That is going to be...
Come down there. Don't make me come down in that corner. I will slap the ginger off of you.
If people want to see it, well,
you can go where you're depending on where you're watching this from now. If you're watching this on the Jokes and Smokes, every D&D can be found one after the other. You've even got a little prequel arc in there just in case you decide to get through it very quickly. But it is just going to be ongoing, and we hope that you travel along this storyline alongside the rest of us.
Oh.
Well be...
I seriously do want to point out that I think our D&D DM is actually trying to kill us. Just putting out
I mean, Fireball? That's all I gotta say. Fireball? Really?
Not just in game either.
No, definitely not just in game. I gotta get some security system updated.
It's trying to kill.
I'm just trying to give a little bit of sense of danger.
Like the fact
every single time you try to think of a spell, I feel like I'm in danger.
I'm updating my CCTV around my house because I'm afraid that I'm gonna go to sleep one night and Smoke's just gonna be knocking at the door
with a bucket of gas, screaming Fireball.
But there's going to be more D&D, Haggy, that way. More and more of the story unfolding over the next couple of months and such.
What you gonna say now?
That way.
Yeah, I think we chopped Clown up there. What was that, buddy?
No.
I'm always welcome as well if anybody any of the viewers that way who wants to try D&D, or just wants to come in, jump in for a lot of fun, even one shot that way, just one random night. That way we can do I could do a battle royale where we get a few days, we sit down, we make the characters, we go through it, and we just have a battle royale. Or if and then he's getting at it that way, and with the story ongoing, if anybody wants to be a special guest, let us know. We'll fit it in.
Not only will we fit it in, but Smoke will probably try to kill you with a fireball.
But
that I feel like there's going to be a whole series of mini shorts named Joku's Traumas is up to know that the DS
and my character is going to do his best to help with those traumas.
That first Joker trauma was nothing to actually do with the DM.
It was the fucking magic missiles that you sent me in a previous in the warm-ups to get me used to it.
In the session 0, wasn't it?
Magic missile, fuck up, magic missiles! Why is it? Oh, because I don't actually roll to hit. What? It's an automatic hit. Yeah. And you made me unconscious on the ground before you decided to release them, so now they're all crits. Oh yeah. Cool. So
and the higher level you get, and the more missiles you get, to a point.
Or even the mention of being sick anywhere near Dirk. gives me anxieties. I can't help it.
Should be scared of duck.
Um,
Everyone should be scared of duck.
Oh, I am.
There's
That's
more D&D that way. We're always talking different D&D things that way. What we can do with the D&D stuff that way. Who's being the next DM and such.
Don't look at me.
all
I have
your
no
D&D
intentions of DMing anytime soon. Don't
all your
worry.
D&D needs that way will always be found here on the Jokes and Smokes website. Well, YouTube. More, another one that way, it says more Jokes and Smokes game nights that way.
So, like we've said throughout the podcast, obviously me and Nibs are playing through Diablo 4. So they will be put onto the thing because it's a part of our slot. And other games that we will all be playing together. So Gears of War is coming out for PlayStation, so that will be crossplay. We mentioned Phasmophobia. So it's more like the games that we will be doing will also be available for you on YouTube to not just watch live, but to watch the runbacks as well.
That's right.
Halo.
Oh, and Halo's coming as well.
Mm-hmm.
Forgot about that.
Combat Evolved. But I
the
think on
last-
that note,
The
That
last
then
thing
brings
on
me
that,
to my favourite part of
That
these
is-
men is the special episodes that you guys are going to be experiencing over the next couple of months because there are going to be some mad link ups. And yes, Chronicus is only going to be in his country, so don't get too excited just yet. We're trying to work out how that's going to work out, but you will be seeing content available with the gang together.
well, what you need to do is you need to turn the London Bridge into a giant slingshot, and then I think you guys can pretty much make it over.
We'll just stick some fucking propellers on the side of the island, and we'll just fucking set them off, and we'll start floating across the fucking ocean towards it.
Just get on one of the icebergs.
Yeah, they don't make it.
No, they wouldn't make it here. But it's the special episodes that will be coming up within the next couple of months is Nibsy and Clown will be together at the end of August. That will be one of the podcasts. Then the following month, but the month after that, in September, me, Clown, and Nibsy will be together for Clown's birthday, which will be a special episode again.
Which will to give you an insider content, shall we say. So it won't so much be a game stream, but it might be an in real life stream, Q&A, etc. With the whole gang together, why not? And obviously,
Each other up.
Pretty much.
I know Smoke will be here on the Sunday. Nibsy, we're not sure yet. Not really spoken about that much, but yeah, I'm sure we can get all four of us on the camera. But then again, on the Saturday night, it doesn't seem like an early one, so we'll probably still be awake by the time Chronic gets home.
See, that would be amazing. That would be fantastic. Get off work, just jump right on with you guys.
As well as that, throughout the D&D episodes, I have been talking to the guys. It's whether we're all willing to do it is that way, like through the certain events that way, like coming up to Halloween and shit, is instead of being ourselves on camera, we dress up as little D&D characters for it. Things like that. That way, as I say as well. And there's a good few things that we're on talks about. We just need to try and
we just agreed that we don't want Smoke to dress up, but we want him to remove his hood and draw the line so he literally fits in with that boo head above him.
That would be perfect. I just need a long black coat and a hat, funny, and so I think I can manage.
I was going to say, Quaddick, you're sorted.
Is it
You
for me?
turn up in underwear and a long trench coat, you're done.
Well,
An
not so
empty
much.
bottle of
Would
whiskey.
be, for me, it would be that way. Whether you would want to see me as the DM that way, which would be that, or that way whether you want me to be.
I thought the dungeon master was like this little small thing that sucked children in on an amusement park ride.
Or be
Sent them to the dungeon, Forgotten Realms.
D&D character who use all know is Smoke, who I know is Bison, which is the Leonin, which would take a bit of time to try and get the stuff that I need, but I could do it.
Take time to grow
Just-
their hair to play him, yeah.
Time.
Or- no,
He needed
all
chia
you would
pets
need-
stuck to his head.
All
Or
we'd need is just makeup and then a theoretical
A shitload of weaves.
artist
That's what
from
we're
the,
gonna
from the
need.
Broadway
A
cats.
shitload of weaves. Just bare fucking weaves.
or I'd be everyone's favourite character as of yet, and just be a fucking mad crackhead.
Crackhead Steve?
Schizo.
Crackhead Pete.
No, because he's not actually called Crackhead. I've not come up with a name for him, but the owner of.
I like the name Myron.
No, the broken.
I don't know why. Just the name Myron for him. That's it. Just Myron.
Anybody in chat that way wants to name the broken unicorn, the broken
Crackhead.
unicorn Nonna, put it in chat. I'll put a name in the D&D.
That doesn't count, Connor.
And we'll see by the end of it that way by the next time the actual the group meet them, what his name is. But on that note,
Hold on. Just spell it. I just spell it.
There we go.
Hey, what's your name?
But on
Ezekiel.
I think
Thank you, Ezekiel.
What's your name? Oh, I got nothing else.
No. R.I.P. Ozzy.
Oh man, don't even.
The legend that he is, and always will be.
Yep.
Only one man is the Ozman,
There's only one Prince of Hell.
and now he's gone home. Oh, dude. Speaking of which, I saw the meme. Earlier of Lemmy, Ozzy just showing up at the gates and Hells, just like, what the fuck is? And it pans to him staring at Satan, sitting on his throne, and Lemmy looking at Satan and saying, "All right, mate, time for you to leave. The Prince of Hell's returned."
No, I watched a funny skit of him earlier. He was doing a tour back in the day, and someone's great idea, I think it might have been Sharon's, put bubble machines on the stage, and she went, "Look, Ozzy, there's bubbles," and he went, "What part of fucking Prince of Darkness does that fucking bubble say to you?" I was dying. It nearly brought it to my eye. I was just like, that's the Aussie I remember.
Yep.
That's the G that I own this. This is me. Don't tell me what I am and what I can and
Exactly.
can't be.
Oh
We'll
man.
say though, Sharon was Ozzy's rock.
Oh god, yes.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Sharon,
Sharon.
the no, that way Sharon's pretty much just gone.
Oh, I say she's.
No,
They were the definition of a power couple.
obviously,
Oh my god,
she's
yes.
got kids and she's got her grandkids, so she hopefully she's.
I hope not. I mean, well, I hope she
Still got
doesn't.
life
Sharon's
around.
awesome.
Aye, but that was the thing. Not a lot of people know it that way, but the way it was, Ozzy did. The two of them had actually vowed that they were going to go together. That way, they were going to go to Switzerland assisted suicide, in that way ended the gear. But it was Ozzy, because of the way Ozzy wanted to go. He pretty much came off everything, came off his meds,
Yep.
and all that, so he could do this show.
Yep.
For
Well,
that final show.
What screwed him was the operation. If someone had
Oh, when
the
it from the ATV when he crashes Forerunner.
The multiple operations on his spine as well,
From crashing that ATV on on his property. Gophers. What do you do?
Gone into a wheelchair, that there would have been a lot less complications, but
It is what it is.
To walk and perform, it took this off his life. But like you said, chat, rest in peace, Ozzy. Thoughts and prayers go out to Sharon, the kids, and
Grandkids.
The grandkids and all the extended family. And on that note, I would just like to say goodnight from Chronicus.
And that's peace out. One love from the clown.
Much love from the Reaper.
Much love from me. Growler's still the best.
Good night, everybody.